Okay, part two. So when you have those wounds in your brain from trauma, you have to reprogram your brain. You got to write a new script. You got to update your software. You got to let yourself know, like, hey, self, yeah, we went through that. That was crazy. That was a bang of bullshit. Okay, it was crazy, but what did we learn? What did we implement? Did we see that we can overcome every obstacle that was ever thrown against us? Did we see that we can overcome everything because our Lord, our God, is with us everywhere that we go? Absolutely. And he who has started a good work in us will continue that work until completion. We ain't got nothing to worry about. And in order to receive that good work, we have to tell our brain that it is okay to receive good things. And that God will always he will take care of any person who has nefarious intentions against you on the back end. It's really none of our business, y'all. Like I'm telling you, people will always try you. One thing that you can guarantee the goodness of God. You can guarantee God's perfection, his promises that he will always remember 5'9", that he'll always do, what he says he's going to do. And we can also guarantee that people are always going to be people, and there are always going to be people that are going to try you, because there will always be people who view the light as a negative, and they want to put everyone into a fear-based mentality of like, you can't have this, and oh my God. When that pops up, when you feel these feelings of like, ooh, I'm tense, and you should know your body and work with your body to know like, okay, I'm feeling some panic here, I'm feeling some anxiety here. Anxiety, what are you trying to teach me right now? What are you trying to show me? Panic, why are you showing up right now? And you gotta be your own therapist. Okay, everybody should be their own therapist. You gotta unpack, like, why do I feel this way? Where did this stem from? That's how healing occurs, by unpacking what comes out of these wounds. I was just showing a wound with like pus coming out of it. You just don't let that pus sit. You take your little alcohol swab or wipe, and you wipe it off, and you cleanse the wound. So that's how you cleanse it. When those things come out, when that programming comes out, that's, tells you that you don't deserve, or it tells you like, well, look how everyone treated you in the past, and look how this situation, tell yourself that was then, this is now. And I'm open to the surprises of the universe. I'm open to seeing how the universe will surprise me. And that's changing your mindset to being able to receive abundance will make the abundance more clear in your reality. And they're showing me like a rabbit in the forest, like camouflaging themselves. And it's like, if you don't know that the rabbit is there, you're not checking for the rabbit, you're not looking. But if you know that like, hey, there could be a rabbit around, you're looking with different eyes in your surroundings. And then you see the rabbit, you see the tracks, or you see where it could have ran through this or that. Same with abundance. When you prepare your mind to see abundance in all of its forms, because abundance is not just money. We've been brainwashed, and we have been told through threat of through threat of not being able to survive, okay? We have been told that the only thing we need in this world is money, but that's not the only thing. And because everything that God has given us for free has been put behind a paywall, which is like food, plants, water, housing, the plants that we could be using to build housing, the land, it's all been put behind a paywall, which is a traumatic experience because it's been put behind a paywall that we all can't access from, without certain material possessions. It has affected our brains to see abundance as only what we need to survive. Whereas abundance is everything that we should have to thrive, because life is about enjoyment, actually. We are put here to just partake in the blessings of each other, animals, nature, and in the blessings of our Father. And we just been lied to. So what we're doing is we're overcoming lies, you guys, because in New Earth, it's the way things are supposed to be. It's unity, it's harmony, it's collective consciousness for the highest good of everybody involved. So we're working on our mindset so that we always feel abundance, okay? And like we were talking about this, it's safe for you to receive. It is safe for you to receive goodness. It is safe for you to receive mercy. It is safe for you to receive your more and not your less, okay? And that's why they were having me sing whatever you want, because yes, you deserve to have whatever you want. And know that this is coming in, and so you'll be having promptings. You might have promptings to clean your car and get a detailing. Do it. Know that everything that you spend right now in this preparation period is preparing you to receive so much more than you could even imagine. They're telling me to use myself as an example. I have been guided to throw away so much. And they're also telling me to, okay, all right, you guys, like I got you. They're very loud right now. They're like, and then say this and say that and say this and say that. So I've been told to throw away a lot. And when I'm throwing it away, I give thanks for thank you for the purpose it served. If I can't donate it, some things some things, depending upon the energy, don't need to be donated. They just need to be thrown away. And when you throw it away, you thank the item for the purpose that it served in your life. You thank Mother Earth for providing it and for the transmutation that will come from you throwing away these items, because things will break down. Like, things will break down accordingly. Like, things that you can't recycle, just trust that it'll be taken care of. But sending that gratitude is helpful. And you need to do that, because everything has served a purpose and everything deserves to be acknowledged for the purpose that it served. Never forget that God is your source. Never forget that God is your source. Okay? The little princess analogy or reference that they gave me earlier, God is your father. He doesn't have amnesia, and he did not forget about you. And I have been guided to read the Bible, the New International Version, from Genesis. And I was struck multiple times by how many times God came to Abraham to remind him that he did not forget about him. He was like, I remember what I told you. I remember this. And he reassured him so many times throughout his life. It is okay to ask for reassurance. It is okay to be like, hey, God, like, I know you said you're going to give this to me, provide whatever, but like, can you reassure me, because I'm feeling a little shaky. I'm feeling a little, remember that. And especially because I'm seeing, like, employment wise, like, a lot of people are being disrespected at their jobs. And you might be called to, like, leave that job without having, like, another job in place. Trust your leading, your instincts. Ask God for, confirmation of this, and know that if you're guided to take this leap, that God will catch you. Sometimes we hold on so tightly to what we have that we have to be forced to let it go so that we can actually receive what we're supposed to receive. And I just saw an octopus, and an octopus has those little suction cups, and when they stick onto something, they stick, right? We got to remind ourselves that we don't need to be sticking to things that no longer serve us. And sending gratitude to things is the way to do it. There is a poem for my book that says to send gratitude to the obstacles in our path, to the things that blocked us, to the things that tried to take us away from our path. That's the energy. Praise and gratitude, that's what makes things shake. Be grateful. Remember that abundance comes in so many different forms. Abundance comes in so many different forms. And we can't hold it to one thing. Your eating habits will be changing. They'll be upgrading. Also, blessing your food. Please bless your food. Be thankful for everything. Thankful for the people that planted the food, harvested the food, transported the food, set it up in the stores. Who, if you went to a cashier and they checked out they helped you check out with this food, send gratitude to them. Send gratitude to the food themselves for nourishing your bodies. Like, we're just in the timeline of gratitude. I heard the era of gratitude. We're in the era of gratitude, where gratitude is the currency. The funding that you've been looking for is going to be successful. Your divine ideas, you're going to be successfully funded. Everything is working out according to plan. Everything is working out according to plan. And you have to release the tension and the feelings you have about things, confirmation, things taking a long time. It's about divine timing, not your timing. And you will see why, when things happen, they happen the way they did in the time that it did. Also, remember, like I always say, like they always tell me to say, feel your feelings. Feel your feelings. You can feel upset, like, oh, this timeline, blah, blah, blah. But then get back in alignment and be like, okay, and divine timing's at play. Help me to accept this divine timing. Positivity, faith, and optimism, that's what you need. Like, those are the magic words. Positivity, faith, optimism. Okay? Do not let go of that. Like, I'm literally seeing somebody writing positivity, faith, optimism, positivity, faith, optimism. So I feel like you're supposed to write that. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm about to write it. Just write that down, write that down, write that down, write that down. When you write things down, you open up channels, you open up portals for you to receive your highest good. And you also connect more with yourself, because each version of yourself, your me, myself, and I, your own personal trinity, has a specific and distinct handwriting. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but there you go. And let's see if there's anything else, because they only had me pull from one deck, even though I picked up 3 decks. So either I'm going to do another video or, okay, let's see. The final card they have me pulling is adaptability, and with the fox symbolism. and to let go of your judgments and see who you can forgive at this time. And forgiveness is just letting go.